Hey, shalom, shalom, shalom. This the brother Rayad Rakah from a branch of the branch of the Cleveland Great Millstone, coming at you with another quick hit through the power and spirit of the Most High and His Son, who this world only calls God and Jesus the Christ. But in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, we will know the Father as Yahweh, which means He is or He exists. Yahweh Shai being the Son of the Most High, who this evil, wicked world only calls Jesus the Christ. But in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, we would know the Son as Yahweh Shai, meaning He's the Savior or the Deliverer for the elect in the nation of Israel. Now, the nation of Israel consists of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native and Seminole Indians on your father's side. According to the scriptures, you are who you are and what you are through your patriarchal lineage, which is the man, because the man carries the seed. But uh 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 double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone. Peace, love, and blessings to the Lord's elect that scattered abroad, the forkers of the earth that preach this truth with all truth and all sincerity, man. And like the title say, how important is the Hebrew, man? Because we know that these scriptures, these letters that was written to these different books that was written, man. They wasn't written in English. It wasn't even books. It was scrolls. It was ancient manuscripts. It's different places where they the book that you call the Bible today. It wasn't always in the English per se, because King James had 47 or maybe 57, I think 47 of the best Hebrew and Greek scholars, man, to go in and translate these words from the Hebrew and the Greek into modern day English, man. But this is the prologue of the book of Sirach or Ecclesiasticus. It's in the headings, man. Now this is what this says about the Hebrew. Let me find it real quick. It says, it says, for the same things uttered in Hebrew are not translated into another tongue, have not the same force in them. And not only these things, but the law itself and the prophets and the rest of the books have no small difference. So it says when you translate these words from Hebrew to another language, it has not the same force in them, man. So that's why we go and look up these words because simple things like Genesis, the first chapter in the first verse, when it says God created the heavens and the earth, we know that in the English that word there is what? God. But in the Hebrew, it's Alahayim, which stands for gods, rulers, judges, man. So it wasn't talking about the Most High. Just like little words, like you can jump to Ezekiel, the book of Ezekiel, the ninth chapter, and around the fourth verse, when it talks about that thawa, when it talks about the mark of exemption. So it's very keen to it's very important to go into these particular words and know a little basic Hebrew and a little basic Greek, man. No, I can't talk fluent Greek or fluent Hebrew, but certain words I do know. Certain sentences I can put together through the power and spirit of Most High, man. But what's the other one? I think it's 28. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 28, and verse. I'm gonna start at verse 9. It says, "Whom shall he teach knowledge, and whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast. For precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line. For with stammering lips and another tongue will he speak to this people, man." So that's just uh one of the reasons why the scriptures is translated, man, because we lost our heritage, man. We lost our way. So if we did have a Hebrew Bible without nobody speaking the Hebrew language, it wouldn't do us no good. So the Most High always made a way for his people, man, to be close to him, man. It's billions of Bibles, man. Billions of Bibles. Different languages. What are like you. But our original tongue is the Hebrew, the Lashawan Kodash. Uh, uh, what's that? Let me try to say. Not Galatians, not Ephesians, not Philippians. Is it Philippians? Let's see. Bear with me, bear with me. It's one of them precepts that you always used to pull when you first came into the truth. Okay, this is First Timothy chapter 2 and verse 15. This is an important thing. It says, "Study to show thyself approved, a workman unto the Most High, a workman that needed not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth." And when you go into that word, rightly divide the word of truth, they go into directly and correctly. And how would you do that unless you studying the original language that it was written in, right? Huh? Directly and correctly. You got camps that that refuse to go into the Hebrew, that refuse to go into the Greek. So they're not rightly dividing the word of truth, man. They're not studying to show themselves approved. Hell, in the chat today, one of the brothers said that he don't like reading only 15 to 30 minutes because he like to go into different words and try to get the overall the whole meaning of what you're reading, man. It's it's so many times in the scriptures where you can go into one word and get the proper understanding. Even like I think it's the book of Job when they talk about every hand of the wicked shall be upon him, and it's going into the workers, the working class, the laborers. When you go into Genesis 1:1, Ezekiel 9:4, uh, 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 hell, even the Greek, man. It's important to go into these different words. When you go into Revelations, the 13th chapter, when it talks about the MOT to the B, you have to go into those different words to get the breakdown of what the MO to the T to the B is. Charagma. And then it goes into Charax. Huh? How it goes into the the palisade, palisade, palisade. However you say the word. But seriously, man, it's very important, man, to go into these different words to get the full understanding. Hey, what's another example? Oh, and like words, just going into the different tribes and their meanings. How Judah, how would you say Judah in the Hebrew? It would be Yahweh, which means what? Yahweh thanks. You wouldn't know these things unless you do what, man? You got to study to show thyself approved. You got the concordance, you got blue letter, you got these different apps or whatnot to really get busy, man. Because the overall thing is to what? Bring forth edification, man. You can't bring forth edification just reading through the scriptures and not knowing the Hebrew, man. Not knowing the Greek, man. But this wasn't meant to be long because I'm about to do a little bit of reading with the bros. So that was really all I had, man. So with that, Kal Halalyam, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh, Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders. Peace, love, and blessings to the Lord's elect. Shalom.